Hey, welcome to my channel and to Meal Plan and Grocery Haul. If you watched my tag, I said fingers crossed RJ was interviewing for a job within his company. He got it. He got it. He got it. I didn't know if they would interview him and then outside the company and decide. But he went in today, he interviewed, he got it. So now he will be in the office. He will be full-time. In 60 days, he will get benefits. So he needed something good to go his way. So I'm so very happy for him. So if you had your fingers crossed, you helped. Okay, so I went to Harris Teeter today and I had Sebastian because I was watching him while RJ was interviewing. I'll tell you what, you know those big carts that the kids go around in, like the back is the big plastic car thing all down the side, and then there's like the buggy part. When you get groceries and a big old kid like him in it, I felt like I had another 50 or 100 pounds weight on my body. My knees, oh my gosh, just about give out by the time I got that thing to the car. It was rough. Half the time he was, and half the time he was, are we still shopping? Typical 4-year-old. But we did get our groceries, and so today's shop will be Harris Teeter again. So let's just start, since we're doing Wednesday to Tuesday now. Tonight, I got to go thaw it out. We're having a pork tenderloin. I think it's just, Alexa just reminded me 15 minutes ago, so we're good. Pork tenderloin, low carb baked squash, and that recipe is on my website. I will have it linked below, and greens. And then Thursday, I make Mississippi pot roast and Mississippi chicken, and I shred the chicken. This is just Mississippi chicken breast where you bake them in the oven. I just found the method on the Hidden Valley Ranch website. So it's a new recipe, but it's not a new recipe. It's just a way to cook them without shredding them. Just cook them. And theirs is actually for thighs, but I'm doing ours on breast. And then I'm finally going to try that acorn squash that I bought at the international market, and some kind of beans. Then Friday, I found a recipe for a low-carb Big Mac casserole. I thought that sounded good. It's served on lettuce, so it's kind of like a salad, but it's not. You bake it all together in the oven, but I thought it sounded really good, and it's got its own, like low-carb burger sauce secret. I think it's called Not So Secret burger sauce, and I think, don't quote me, I think it's from Peace, Love, and Low Carb. I will probably film that because I think that's an interesting recipe. And then Saturday, I want to do some chicken broccoli stir fry. I want to use that stir fry oil that I got at the international market, and I thought, well, I'll just make it up as I go. So we're going to have some chicken broccoli stir fry over some brown rice. And then Sunday is normally my eat out day, but I decided to just go ahead and put a barbecue pork butt. I have one little one left in the freezer. Just throw that in the crock pot, easy enough. And some french fries, which we're still eating on that big bag of french fries. And I'm going to make some slaw for me, not David. And then Monday, steak and gravy, but I'm going to make it in the crock pot. It won't be as floured up since there's a lot of carbs and I'm not going to do it with almond flour. I don't think that would translate well. So I will dust it just a little bit and fry it. So I don't know that the gravy will be as creamy as my normal way on the stove, but I just feel like making it in the crock pot and just taking an easy day. And then I got him some mashed potatoes, and you'll see what I got, and green beans. And then Tuesday, some spaghetti. How did I write this? Spaghetti squash spaghetti with meatballs. These and I bought Sebastian's because he likes spaghetti. I bought him just some noodles. So instead of putting his on the squash like ours, I'll put him on some noodles. But I think I told you at Holly's baby shower, we had got a pack of meatballs at BJ's, and I opened the bag and one fell out, and it was like this big. I'm like thinking to myself, that must have been a misprint. You know what I mean? And so I went over there and I dumped them in the crock pot, and I looked. I'm like, nope, that is not going to work. Every one of them was this big. I'm like, no, that is not a cocktail meatball. That is, I'm not even exaggerating. So I dumped them all back in a Ziploc bag. They're in the freezer. I checked. One meatball is 3 carbs because I'm sure it has breadcrumb fillings, but I was not willing to waste them. In the scheme of my day, 3 carbs per meatball fits in for me to have several meatballs if I want them. So that's what we're having instead of meat sauce. I have one Muller's spaghetti sauce. I think I have that on my website. It comes straight off the Muller's lasagna box from many moons ago. But I do think I have that on my website. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? The steak and gravy crock pot, steak and gravy, I have that on my website. Anything on here that I have on there, I will link below so you can check that out. And I think the only thing I'm going to film, because the chicken broccoli stir fry, I'm just going to throw it together. The only thing recipe-wise, I don't know, I might do the Mississippi chicken. What do you think? Do you want to see how to make Mississippi chicken breast? If you do, let me know. And I'll see about filming that and then filming the Big Mac casserole. Oh, here, I'm just in here talking like we ain't got some kind of meal prep to do. For breakfast, I'm just going to eat bacon and eggs. I'm not going to prep anything for that. Those little French toast egg puffs I made this week have been so good. They've been so good. Lunch, I found I think it's Peace Loving Low Carb too. I think all my recipes come from that website. She's got good recipes. A jalapeno popper chicken salad. I don't do jalapenos. Not even this much. But I thought it sounded like something might be tasty about it. So I looked at the recipe. The whole recipe sounds delicious. So I'm calling it jalapeno less popper chicken salad. So I'm going to make it with everything except the jalapenos. And then for a snack, I was going to make David some of those keto pumpkin cream cheese muffins that I made and had them in the freezer for him before, because he's talked about them for I don't know how many weeks now. So those pumpkin ones were good. So he's not going to come out and ask me to do it because he would think that he's putting me out. That's just how he is. That's how he is. Even though he would like to have them and he knows I would make them for him, he might think he's putting me out. So I think I was going to make him some of those. And we were sitting over there at the table eating. What did he want from the store? And he said, get him some frozen mixed berries. He wanted to use, we had some Cool Whip left. And I said, so you going to put them on anything? Because he normally likes to put them on like the little lemon loaf cakes or the angel food cake. I said, I saw a vanilla cupcake, low carb keto vanilla cupcake, if you want to try that. I said, I don't have to make the frosting. He says, well, yeah, let's try that. So for snack, I am making him the vanilla cupcakes to go with his fruit. And then for me, I am making a keto blackberry clafouti. It is spelled with a, it's spelled, you think, what is that? To me, it's like a French cobbler. I used to make them, believe it or not, back when I was first married, way back in the 80s, when we lived in this little bitty cracker box trailer, when we could go and pick blackberries. I used to make it back then because I saw it on a PBS cooking show. Don't remember which one, but it was on a PBS cooking show. Because we just had TV. That's all we had. PBS, ABC, NBC, and CBS. That's it. That was your 4 stations. And so I saw them make a clafouti, and I'm telling you, I thought I was so fancy because I made that. It's just basically to me a French cobbler. So that's what I'm going to make. This one's keto, so low carb. Anyway, I have talked long enough. Let's just turn around and look at the groceries. Okay, so here's Harris Teeter. We got a big kid and little kid watching shows, and we're just not going to worry about it. We're going to leave them alone. So this here in the back is Sebastian's. He needed some more muffins, and out of all the ones, he picked the blueberry over the strawberry shortcake and birthday cake and everything. He kept one blueberry. And then some little juicy juice boxes. Some, what does he call these, letters? He likes the letters. And then, of course, he wanted Spider-Man. So he carried this around with him. We had one of those big push carts, with the car kind. he carried those in the seat with him. Then we got the eggs, and I got this big old cantaloupe for David. It has a good smell to it. And the spaghetti squashes for our spaghetti. And a watermelon. Sebastian picked this one. He pointed. He wanted the one on the top. So if it ain't good, it's his fault. And then David wanted total this week. And my community coffee was buy one, get one free. And I don't think we're going to make it to BJ's before my coffee runs out. So this is kind of comparable in price at the buy one, get one free rate. So that's why I went ahead and got that. This is for our Big Mac casserole. That's what this is for. And then the broccoli is for our stir fry. And the red onion, I think, is also for the, it's for the casserole. And slaw is when we have our pork butt roast. I like to have slaw with my pork. And then squash for the low carb squash bake. And this was just a little over 2 pounds. So that was like 5 squash. That gives you kind of an idea. Okay, now let's look on the other side. Okay, over here they had their wishbone salad dressings, buy one get one free, and I felt like having some French. I don't worry about the carbs in dressing because it's like that dietitian told me, if cheese on broccoli is the only way you'll eat broccoli, I don't care. Salad dressing is the only way you're going to eat salad, I don't care. And that's the dietitian at Duke, so I go with it. And then their olive oil was buy one get one free, and that's extra light tasting, so that's why I got that. And then David wanted some grape juice, and this is their light, 45 calories a serving. And then I got him some mashed potatoes for whatever that day is, and all they had was the family size. He had mentioned he liked the sour cream and chives, and all they had was the family size. He said, well, he guessed he wouldn't eat nothing else the rest of the week. And this is for that Mississippi chicken breast. And these, he likes the cubes. They had these buy one get one free. I'm not sure if he still has any or not, but at buy one get one free, he got some more. He'll eat them. And then we just got a little milk because we still have some left for some reason. I think we overbought it and we didn't use as much as we thought. And then I didn't realize they had this Highland Crest. That's one of their, it's not really a store brand, but maybe it is. But their dairy products are cheaper, and I didn't realize they had this in a half and half, so that's why I got that. And I didn't realize they had it in cream cheese either, so I got it in the cream cheese. Oh, let's see this, because I bought the the steak seasoning at Aldi's, and we just didn't like it, so we went back to what we know, which is the Grill Mates Montreal. And this is for Sebastian. When we have our spaghetti squash spaghetti, I'll make him a little bit of this because I gave the rest of mine to RJ. And then we need green beans. These were on sale, so I didn't get the big Hanovers. And the blackberries, since I needed 2 cups, it was too expensive to buy them fresh. So that's why I just bought the frozen ones for that clafouti. It'll be just fine. And then David wanted some mixed berries, and I got him 2 because there's not enough in there to last maybe 2 times. And then we needed greens, so they were on sale too. I got a lot of stuff on sale, the collard greens. So that is it for Harris Teeter this week. That is it for me this week, and I will see you on my next video.